Sensitivity is intelligence. With grace and skill, you have abundance. Welcome to the Psychic Hour Reading Show. Host Kelly Brickle is a psychic medium, numerologist, healer, and teacher. Her passions are learning about the soul and energy. Whether through spirit, emotion, or vibrational numbers, there is always a pathway of information waiting to help. Now, here is your host of the Psychic Hour Reading Show, Kelly Brickle.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Psychic Hour Reading Show. Hello, hello. It is December. It doesn't feel like December. Does it feel like December to you, everybody? I know it's 12/12. We're well into December. I don't know why, but it's the truth. I feel like I'm still in September somewhere. That might be wacky, but it's true. I'm having some tea, warming up. Come on in, everybody. Hello, Bernadette. Hello, Dom. Hello, Cheyenne. Hello, Crystal. Hello, Jennifer McCormick. Hello, hello. And thank you, everybody, as you continue to come on in. Rosaline, Charlene. So we're going to be doing readings in about probably 10 minutes or so. We're just going to talk for a bit. We're going to open up this space. If anyone has any questions about psychic energy, like it could be dreams, chakras, it could be experiences, it could be information that's coming to you or situations, psychic questions. And I take numerology questions too sometimes here too as well, because it's a psychic modality. Yes, it is. We kind of open up the space like that. So it is the 12/12 portal people are talking about. In numerology, there really isn't a 12/12 portal, but we still honor numbers and we still honor energy. And so when repeating numbers do show up, we acknowledge it's not necessarily a numerical repeating date, but hey, we honor that there are 12s present. And so 12 is the number of creativity, it's the number of communication, it's the number of using your voice for truth, to lighten people's lives and your own. It's about putting a little sparkle and shine into things. It really is a lighter vibration. And it is a 6 as well. So it's a 663 day. So in numerology, it is a 663 day. And so it's a day of service. It's a day of helping others. It's a day of amplifying responsibilities and coming back to tending yourself, as well as wanting to help in tending to others, family, and friends. So you can get a lot done today if you want. And it will actually go well if you're looking out, doing a favor for others. People will thank you and appreciate and feel the warmth. Sometimes you need certain days for people to go, wow, thank you so much for looking out for me, or I really needed that, or I felt like, you were tuned into me, that it's not just like a passing drive-by incident. Sometimes certain days carry more warmth and grounds that energy. So that's a little bit into the mix, but I love numbers. So I wanted to acknowledge, hello, and you've told me how to say your name so many times, and I can't think of how to say it, but welcome. Hello again. Zhao or Zhu. It's Zhu or Zhao. So hello. Joe. Hello, Joe. Hello, CJ. Jennifer says it doesn't really feel like December. Yeah, I agree with you. It really doesn't. I don't know why. It's getting cold, but yeah, I don't. There's something about it. Jennifer Rose. Hello, Jennifer Rose. Hello. What to expect from our next year? Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, hello. We always get the funny, sometimes mixture of comments. Ugh, find me a medium YouTube. Like people like to say weird stuff over there. So yeah, we see you and you everyone being silly over there. Hello. Myra, Debbie Pittman, hi. Hello. Nymira, hello. Hello. Michael Christopher. Yeah. Ryu, I hear you. Hello, Shiva. I appreciate the old school video games. The odd comments, but I do appreciate old school video games. Ryu and yes, the Hadoukens. Chun Li. I used to have two hamsters named Ryu and Chun Li. Terry, hello. And then everyone, we are doing life readings today on the Psychic Hour. If spirit does come on in, we do welcome, but we are mostly looking towards life readings rather than connecting with loved ones on the other side, as it's called the Psychic Hour. But I appreciate you asking, everybody. Hello. Hello, Sherry. Hello, Charlene. Hello, Nimira. Hello, Nimira. Thank you, Sherry. Christmas, yes. Hello, Terry. Yes, Christmas is near. Hello, Charlene. Hello, Joe. Thank you, everybody. So, well, if we don't have any energetic questions, we'll open up the space for readings early. Hello, hello, hello. And this, oh, we did have one from Zhu or Zhao. We did, and then we'll take that one, and then we'll go into readings. He said, Michael, what's California cold? It's nothing compared to you. I promise you, Michael. It's like 60 and I'm cold. It's only 60 degrees. It's a dream. It really is. I have nothing to complain about. Let's see here. Hello, Michael. And then up top, what to expect in the new year? Well, on the Psychic Hour, we do talk about numerology from time to time. And to highlight the nice thing about going into next year is we are in a year of one. So a year of one means there's a freshness, there's a newness. So the heaviness and the quickness of this year will actually feel quite different. It will feel a little bit more present. It won't feel slow. It won't feel fast. It will feel like, oh, especially in the first couple months, I really can get my handle on the situation. I really have time to think about myself. I don't feel quite overwhelmed. Now, that might change, sure, but a one grounds us in a way, motivates us in a way, gives us energy and mental focus to actually get stuff done. And then we might go, huh, I thought this was kind of working, and we have a little bit of a slump, and then we get right back to it in the middle or end of the year. Okay. But there's a renewed enthusiasm, and you can take that all the way. If you want, you will be contested, but you can take that all the way through the entire year. That's really nice. You will also see politically that new things are highlighted. It could be new agendas, new regimes. It could be new government ideas, institutions. So that can be great or not so great, but it's basically a cycle change, okay, for yourself and mostly globally, because everyone has different cycles and we all have different numbers each year, but globally we are going into the oneness, the newness. There will be hope, and people will see a change that they've been striving to see in various categories of life. That's nice, but buckle in. It's going to get interesting. not as wacky as like this year in the same way, but wacky in another way. Okay, so let's go into some readings. All right, all right. I'm acknowledging. Hello, Charlene. Hello, Trish. Michael, I hope New Year is not a kick to the a kick to the meatballs. It might be. Me either. It's not going to be in the same way. It actually will be a kick forward to get the ball rolling. So, um, you know, like I said, motivation, not when you get kicked in the meatballs, it's usually an de-escalation of motivation. It's chilly on the East Coast, I can only imagine. Hello, Evelyn. It's great to see you. Hello, hello. All right, everybody. Please say hello. Joao. Joao. That's what I thought. Something like that. Joao. Thank you, Joao. I appreciate you letting me know. Okay. Kelly, Kelly, Kelly. Thank you, Evelyn. Okay. Jennifer. Okay. Oh, I'll definitely come back to that. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that, Cherry. You had to put your pup down today. I'm so sorry. Heidi, hello. Good evening. Good evening. Nice to see you. And Kweezy, it's great to see you. Sierra, hello. Terry, hello. Okay, so I'm just gonna go where I'm drawn. I don't choose people other than for feeling how I'm drawn. So if I come to you, that means that, I'm seeing or sensing something and that opens up the energy. So there's no rhyme or reason to this other than being led. Okay? Let's see here. Think I'm gonna go with Kweezy. That's the first person that jumped out at me. You just gotta follow where you're led. Okay, Kweezy, if you have a question, you can put it into the comments. We are doing life readings. Um, so if you have a question, great. If you don't, you are going to be getting a general reading. So you just say where you'd like to go with the reading, general or a specific question. Okay, so I'm going to start reading with general. You just let me know if you do have a question, and that's how we go. Okay, so I'm going to pull some cards to start. Okay, so, I like this. So where you're heading, this is in a future placement. I'm a little tongue-tied today. This is a future placement. It's rejoice and celebration. So this is great to see. It means you've been doing a lot of things for your future, and you've been doing a lot of things to set the stage for your success, and the hard work does pay off. So celebrations are in order with everything that you've been working on. Okay? And so we're not doing messages from spirit unless your dad happens to come on in. Kweezy, so I'm just focusing on your life. Okay. Things that are coming into place though. Again, you got another great success card. I love this. So like I felt really drawn to you because I felt like there was something that you needed to know. And the number one thing coming up within the cards is everything is going forward. Your efforts are paying off. Continue to work hard, continue to be focused, continue to work like it's already happened because it has. The energy is really, really good. Something that also too as well that you're worried about is if like how can I put it? If it's really gonna come true. So like as I say it, and something you've been fighting within yourself, and it's funny that we talk about these things, but it's true. You're like, I want it to be true, but I don't know if I can believe it can be true. because there has been so much difficulty with getting your success off the ground, with finding the right people, with people seeing who you are and your talents. There's been so much, it might work, it doesn't work. It might work, it doesn't work. And also, it's like there has been issues with, like, how can I put it? Trusting the right people with an authority. And also, when people have worked with you, you've felt additionally like these aren't the right people to trust as well. So when you've allowed someone to come into your life, you felt like, no, not the right fit. And then when someone has come in, you're just like, no, and not the right fit. So issues with people trying to tell you what to do within, um, how to go about your career, how to go about making the next step. Because there's a lot of, if you can understand networking, connecting, having to partner with people to make these projects work. And let me look into the comments too. You're like, yes, I feel like this music, you're spot on. Okay, thank you for understanding. So it's about understanding that you get to truly decide by keeping on the path if your success will blossom. And so I'm seeing like a lot of good things are coming, and to acknowledge the understanding, you have to step into the role of the authority too. So, like, sometimes you see somebody and you're like, "Oh, you're so amazing. Like, can I work with you? Can I work?" This is with the music. Can I work with you? Can we align? And really, they should be honored to work with you too. So, you have to step into your power. And then also, you can't be giving people authority over you. You can acknowledge what they're good at. And when you see who they are, then you can be like, wow, I really thank you for your dedication. Thank you for being consistent, and thank you for your partnership in this work. I respect that you can do A, B, and C. And you basically just keep showing up in your roles. So there has been, I'm just acknowledging issues with authority, and you have to come into your own authority, and then other people will see like, oh, like KWZ knows this part, and this is very clearly why we want to work with KWZ, not KWZ being excited or KWZ trying to let him, or excuse me, us know what he's about. We know what he's about. So coming full circle, and you thank you, you can understand this, coming full circle and stepping into your power. And this is about you knowing your divinity. Like, you're a very spiritual person. So walk in like you have the universe, you have God, like, walking in with you, like you have angels walking in with you. Be comfortable that you are an emotional person. Be comfortable that you are a passionate person. So it's like, really own who you are, not just like, I do music and I know I'm good and I I have talent, but like, own like, this is what I come with too. And I completely am okay with being me. And that feeling translates. And if they go, well, that's kind of weird, or we don't do it like this, just be like, okay, that's great. I love to hear about you do how you do it, but this is how I do it. So, just so you know, as we work together, and we can build off that, or we can go in this direction or that direction, but this is how I work. And I feel like that's going to continue to give you abundance. And there's also acknowledgement to a Georgia connection. I don't know if you know anyone from Georgia, but there's an acknowledgement of there, like roots, family from Georgia. If you can understand this, that comes on in an acknowledgement. Just gonna wait for a second. So ultimately, what I'm getting is, moving forward, the pieces will come together. Be confident in your success, be confident in who you are. The pieces are coming together, and all these cards, there's acknowledgement of gold, the color gold, and the color green, and the numbers 4 come up, and the numbers of 3 come up with you. So it's about putting foundations to your genius, putting methodical behaviors and just moving forward systematically, just because logically you know you're guaranteed success. Moving in that way with your true self and creativity, and complete thumbs up. But a lot of gold energy for you, and that is walking into your birthright. So that's really exciting to see. So keep going forward with the music. Really, really, really keep going forward with the music. Good things are coming. And this is your time of stepping into that. So this year is very next year coming is very, very good for you. Okay? Because we're almost done with this year and they're letting me know that it's coming up. So this new year we're walking into 2026 for you. Yeah, definitely show who you are. Show who you are with divinity and how God and Jesus connects to you and your spirit, your soul, your emotions, your heart, your belief, your intuition. Like, wear it loud and proud. And that's what I'm getting for you. And a lot of good messages of future success. Absolutely. It's nice to see that when that comes up in the cards. All right. So I'm going to go to another person. I'm going to go to Kelly Ann Washino. Kelly Ann Washino. All right. Do you have a question, Kelly? Or do you want a general? Okay. Hello. All right. You have a question. So I'll just wait a moment for you to type your question. Okay. So you want a general about your future? Is that what you're saying? If you have a question about your future, cool. Just let me know. But okay, let's go into it. When will you move? Okay. Okay. So you're in a phase, Kelly, of moving on truly, but right now it's about getting things in order. And so this is more than one thing that you have to do. So you have to get your head in order, your emotions in order, your finances in order. There's a lot of things that have to come together with order in order for this to happen. So it's not something that happens right away. Okay. And let's get into it. And I might have to sneeze. It's a little bit of cold season over here. Kelly, we are trying to move back to the mainland, and some things happen and we can't move. Um, yeah, I do feel like there are things not quite in order to move yet. That makes sense. It's great though, because you are thumbs up for moving in the future. So I pulled like multiple cards. Okay. So the forecast is thumbs up for moving in the future. That's nice. And so we'll kind of look into that. But right now, um, because we have to read. We go, oh yeah, why not? Why can't we have it now? If we can have it now, then we'd be like all systems go, like you're good to go. But why can't we have it now? Well, it showcases that there has been a need to move on, but there's something going on with, like, again, like finances or support system, and having to gather that together to be able to have the flexibility to move forward again. And also during that time, whether it's like you or your partner, like really staying focused to carry this out, because there has been, if you can understand this, It might be regarding now, it might be regarding the past, but sometimes when we want a good life, we get, like, let's say, focused on some other areas because we're like, a, I want a vacation, or I want some nice shoes. Like, I have to feel like I'm living even though I want to move too. So there's an acknowledgement to spending resources or something happening where resources are going in other directions where it's not helping to easily fuel the move. So it's about cutting that back or healing. That also could be regarding to things going on personally, where you have to look at yourself and say, all right, I have to really reorganize the life that I want because I can get this faster, but I have to change who I am as a person. So things are happening in within your life right now that are kind of like exploding and blowing up, like the reasons of why this is happening and how you can change or your partner can change. Okay. I'm going into your comments. Husband's job got dodged. Okay, that makes sense with what's coming up. We're going back to care for elderly parents. We are not spending carelessly, only paying bills. There's something coming up, and I'm putting it out there. So it's like I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but there's an acknowledgement, whether it is you or your husband, where there is an additional thing that one of you are doing that is complicating expenses. Okay. And, or there's an additional thing that you are doing that is complicating your energy, which is leading to the problem of why the job got, stopped, or why, like, let's say it's not easy to pick up another job just as lucrative. There's something in acknowledgement to behaviors. There's something into acknowledge it, knowledge of habits. There's something in acknowledgement of choices that is complicating how we can have financial ease. Okay, so I would look into that, and I would look into understanding husband around that. Um, the great thing is that that will be seen at on your way over to rectifying and getting the new house, okay? So, the house is years in the future, the new one. So, we're talking about years in the future. Um, I'm not quite sure the number. The number 4 is jumping out to me. I'm not quite sure the number though, so I'm not married to that number, but I'm not seeing it as next year. I'm not seeing it as a quick um, next year at all. This is years in the future where we can have a house again. But the sooner we look at what lifestyles and behaviors are coming out within us, the more we can close that gap. And if that doesn't make sense, okay, but I have to say it. I do feel like this is a time for you to rebuild right now, and it feels really good. And so I love that, but there is a hiccup from what's going on now into about 4 years plus into the future. There's a hiccup. And so find that hiccup, heal that hiccup, stand your ground with that hiccup for yourself, not with others. Sometimes we think it's like, I feel like regarding the job, it's like somebody did something to me and I emotionally withdraw because of that. And I feel like I need to move on. I need to go forward. I want something different, and something happened to me. And there's an acknowledgement with taking responsibility for what happened within the job situation. There's something about that. I need to take responsibility, and I need to learn, and I need to heal from that, and then I need to put my attention into going forward. And I feel like that's happening right now, but there's going to be moments where it has to go deeper. And that's really when we're going to have the true transition. Um, I would love to see you getting a new house like around 2.5 years from now. I feel like that's something that is viable at the earliest. Um, but there's some of these things that need to be looked at. Okay. Yes. It's coming out, and I have to acknowledge it. Thank you for just being open to like what's being what's being sensed. Okay. But I really do feel like trust your intuition because you've had good intuition in the past, if you can understand this, Kelly, when it was time to move before. Or like it's almost like when there's sales or deals happening, you have really good intuition to pick out, like, hey, like I'm going to look there. And then you get something that's really valuable. And that's like one of your superpowers. You can find things and deals and moments where you're just like, I'm so happy I found this. I can't believe I found this. And you are able to have prosperity through that. I feel like it's the same with the house. When we go forward in the future, it's the same with the house. Like you will feel like it's time to look, it's time to move, and you will actually help open up the space of the purchase of the house. Like you and your husband, but your intuition will usher it forward. Listen to that. Listen when something works and doesn't. You'll be a huge helper with finding the right house at the right time. Okay. So putting that out there. There's also a number 8. I really hope it's not in 8 years you find a house, but I keep getting this number 8 for you. Like it's really meaningful or really important. Like maybe that has to do with the address of the house. I hope that, but I do acknowledge the number 8. When we know something, we acknowledge it and we say it. If we don't know something, we're just really honest about it. But the number 8 comes in for you very, very, very strong. So I'm just going to give you the number 8. I'm not sure how it fits. You said, okay, well, we don't need to move except to take care of his parents. You want to move though, but you don't need to move. Is that what you're saying? And you have been seeing 888. Okay. Well, that number is your number then. That number is a good sign for you. Okay. Well, it's an acknowledgement of actually you could have more, but there are some behaviors and lifestyles that need to change. And you're not as boxed in, but you're gonna have to change and he's gonna have to change. And I do feel like there is a coming of circle like for your partner where he's going to understand how much more energy he has, but he has to let go of the past and circumstances around him. That comes in pretty strong. Okay. All right. I'm going to go to, no worries, Heidi. Heidi's so nice. Hello, Karen. It's great to see you. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Kim. Michael, you ready for some readings and possible shenanigans? Well, Michael's going to be on later, speaking of. Michael's going to be on at 6 o'clock. So if everybody wants more readings, really stick around for Michael and Jen. They're going to be on at 6 p.m. here for Spiritually Imperfect. And I think they have more engine fuel in the tank. I'm rather tired this week. Sometimes I come on because I'm just like, I gotta come on. I'm rather tired this week. So I'm doing the best I can. But Michael and Jen, they definitely have more jet fuel in their engine and they can give you some gorgeous readings later on today. All right. Kayana, I hope I'm saying your name right, Kayana. You said you would love a reading. Will things go with well or okay with my upcoming surgery? Much love. Kayana. Kayana, if you can you give me your month and your day of your birth date? Like, can you just spell it out? Like, if you're March, like 2nd, just spell out March, and you can put like a 2, or if like you're April 3rd, or that will help me get into your energy too a little bit more. Kayana. I'm seeing it. Thank you. All right. Just pulling some cards. Okay, cool. It's everything that you kind of want to see. I'm pulling cards. I'm doing card readings today. It's everything that you want to see in the cards. I pulled multiple cards. Your center card, Kay Weezy got this earlier, is triumphant success. So that's awesome. That's what you want to see. And a lot of the cards talk about power, things moving forward, actually not having much time going forward. It's almost like the issue gets resolved, the energy opens up, and you'll be quite busy. You will have a time right after the surgery to recover. That's nice. We don't want busyness right after the surgery. But it's like going forward, financial issues or financial gain is like definitely highlighted. Like the issues of if there's been anything, it's like they get evened out. You have a lot of abundance going forward. Um, there is an acknowledgement of something within the past year or two. Um, has been creating some problems like within the financial realm. It's evened out going forward. It's much easier going forward, and it's about like listening to yourself and allowing yourself to get back into the mix of life, and that happens rather easily. And the acknowledgement of you've been taking better care of yourself. So coming up to the surgery and after the surgery, a lot of lifestyle changes have been implemented where it's like better sleep, better. Uh, um, I want to say you've been drinking more water, but it's an acknowledgement to eating better too. But there's acknowledgement where you've just been really better to yourself. And like water and hydration really comes up within that. And you're saying, oh, this is Kayana, if you can understand this, I don't see you. I don't see you in the comments, Kayana. So if you're asked, because you're wondering about the surgery feels really good. It feels like it's what it's needed. It feels like it's going to get you back on track. It's going to give you momentum. And there's not disruption regarding it. It's really nice to see. This is like a contributing to ending a chapter and going forward. So I think that ties it up. Every card I pull is just like continuously like affirming. It's like it's an end to an era. It's like closing up this chapter. You don't have to worry. Good things ahead. Renewed energy ahead. You've been taking care of yourself, and all that good efforts on your part snowballs for more health, more energy, more good things. You said you barely drink water. Okay, well, please drink water. Please drink water. But can you acknowledge you've been taking better care of yourself within like diet department? Can you understand that? Drinking water is so important. Electrolytes, everybody. Drinking water. I'm just going to give that to you, Kayana, and we are going to go forward, and very, very good things within the cards. I'm going to go to Ace, Ace. Ace, Ace. Ace, Ace. VAH. Those are all like, I love aces and I love the number 8. So, and I love the letter V. I don't know. I'm like, for whatever reason, however you spell your name, I like the energy of it. So I'm coming here. Okay. Let me know, Ace Ace, if you have a specific question. And your real name is Angelique. Thank you, Angelique. Kayana. Kayana. Everything that you're doing is going to be leading more to your health. Just continue on that track. apparently that's some area you need to work on. So it's an acknowledgement of that will continue to help you. I thought you were you're already doing good within your diet. So it's acknowledgement of that will continue to help because they're showing me everything that's working or will work, needs to work, but you have a lot of ease um, in that department. So thank goodness. Okay, Angelique. Angelique, what is your birth date? You can just let me know your month and your day. Angelique is a very pretty name, absolutely. Thank you. All right. Just taking a moment. I do feel like if you can understand, like you have a love for music, Angelique, and that is something that does calm your mind or take you like deep into the recess. And let's just say the word, the depths of. So music is extremely important for you with cultivating peace and cultivating a sense of identity. I feel like it's where creativity is harnessed. It's where your spirituality opens up too. It's just a lot of interesting energies surface with music with you. It's interesting. There's also acknowledgement to loving to read or coming back to reading, coming into a place of a series of habits. I'm talking about the word habits a lot today. A series of habits that help you return your focus and the power of your mind. Okay. Thank you, Kiana, for understanding. Thank you, Kiana, for understanding. You can take some iron supplements. Take some food iron supplements. Whole food iron supplements. There you go. But back to Angelique. There is a sense of needing to find oneself, needing to be back in a state of grounding and feeling like your intuition doesn't feel like it once did. And you feel like a person who believes in signs and symbols. And I do feel like you've had occurrences where you've followed the breadcrumbs, if you can understand, and the breadcrumbs haven't been surfacing. And it feels like things are compounding with getting confusing and you're not in a place where you want to be. So if you can understand that you're trying to cultivate the life that you want, but you don't feel like you have the tools for it, and you're feeling overwhelmed and you don't feel like you are even in a place of sometimes, how can I put it, we want to get from A to B, but we feel like the gap is so wide, so our confidence is shot because we're just like, I can't get there, I don't have what I need yet, I'm not even able to do this. So a lot of these things are coming up when I go into your energy, and the number one thing is basically saying you're going to have to jump a chasm, it's going to feel like, but stand in your ground and let like the faith within yourself be restored so you can make that leap, you can make that jump. And if we have to get it back from, taking a moment to sharpen our minds, like with our brain or have enlightenment with music, my God, my goodness, we need some healing in that department. So, what's coming forth is to take time in the quiet and write and think without distractions. There's too many distractions, and you have like a very sensitive mind, a very sharp mind normally too. And there are too many distractions coming at you. And these distractions are distracting you from understanding how capable you are. You just have to sharpen your sword a little bit. You just have to do work. And instead of the work is overwhelming, I guess I'm not this person. You are this person. You just have to do a little bit of work, and your sword will become sharp again. Let me know if you can understand this. Let me know if you can understand this. The last thing I will say, Angelique, is you are a very capable person. You are a person that, thank you for understanding this. Thank you for understanding this. You're a very capable person. You like doing things well and with excellence. And it's just a matter of getting back up on that horse and understanding it's a little bit difficult. But statistically, it can't possibly be always difficult, even though it might feel that for an extended period of time. You will get out of this. Just keep riding your horse consistently. That's a metaphor to keep like pushing forward consistently and understanding your dream. If you can make a dream board, um, if you can make an action board of how you see yourself and how you want to see yourself, and just keep that alive with every movement that you make, and know that you're smart enough and capable enough. And I know that your life definitely before this time indicates your smarts, your intellect, your attention to detail, how you do an above average job in so many different things that you're going to be just fine. This is just messing with your head and your faith. Keep going forward, make that vision board, have your eye stick on the prize, and don't let it waver. That's where your discipline needs to be. Just keep, even if it's small, small steps, do not let what you want waver, and you'll be okay. All right, that's what I'm getting for you. Thank you for understanding. You need a moment of peace and an alignment of discipline and trust and faith within yourself. And don't get distracted. Stay away from the technology for a little bit if you need to. Don't get distracted. Okay. All right. Let's go with the next one. So, Dom, you were here. You were here early. Do you have a question? And then you wrote something maybe up top. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, you're wondering the time. It's 4:30 here. It's not that late at all. It's 4:30. Okay, I'm gonna give you a general general reading. If you have a question, you just let me know. Okay? All right, let's see what comes up. I love that there's an energy within you that wants to take on leadership. There is an energy in you that wants to implement a new idea, something that's needed. And whether or not you know how to do that, it feels like you have the energy of service and you have the energy of leadership. So cultivate that, utilize that. I like that. That feels strong coming out of you. It's 2 a.m. there. Where are you in Australia? It's late. Thank you for understanding, Angelique. Yeah, take a break. Take a break. Definitely. Get back into alignment. You're sharp. Absolutely. Absolutely. Just disengage. You're sharp. Thank you for understanding it. Anything from spirit that I need to know? Yeah. So I'm just seeing what comes up in your energy with the psychic hour. If spirit tells me anything, I will let you know. Absolutely. Something that does come up is you are not in a place where it's going to happen now, but you're due for some new beginnings. Okay. So There is a redirect. I feel like there's a redirection within your job. I feel like there's redirection within your wants and desires with how you want to go about making money, and what's able to do that within you. I feel like that's being looked at now. And then, like in the future, that's really going to shape itself where you will be in a quite different place for where from where you are now in about like 3 to 4 years. So there's a really big shift and jump coming up for you. So buckle up. Your life is going to take another big swerve shift. So that's exciting. Right now, it's kind of, knowing that you need to do something different and kind of understanding that you kind of just have to get out there and make it happen. And it's not quite, again, the time for all your hopes, wishes, and dreams to really collide where you're just like, yes, this is exactly what I want. But you're in this growing pain stage of like, um, how can I put it? Coming into your maturity, coming into your power in a different way, coming into understanding what you can really do. And so you're saying, I can do more, I can make more, I can have more. So let me exercise that. And once that gets kind of firmed within you, then you'll start doing some of the crazy moves and you'll start doing some of the crazy jumps. So it's not the time to move on, it's the time to come into yourself and to really like readjust your glasses and perspective of the world and just be like, wow, it really is just all a stage. It really is just like what you think of yourself and what you're dared to do. Wow, it's not really set in stone. I feel like, again, a lot of these perspectives, um, it's they're going to be played out in front of you in the physical world where you see like the walking examples of the metaphors you know to be true. You see the walking examples right in front of you with what's going on with people and yourself. So, big changes, and you're not going to have a moment to really stop and figure things out. This is a lot of you're going to be thrusted into positions and changes. I just feel like within job, you're taking on like a management role or a leadership role, and you're not going to choose it. They're going to give it to you. So coming into your power and not the ways where you're like, I really wish this. Wow, I got what I want, but people understanding that you have it and then starting to exercise that. And then you get to wield it in a different way. Let me know if you can understand this, Dom. That's definitely what's coming up within your energy. You have a lot of red coming in various shades. That's really already there though. Well, you're going to have a different jump then. And it's not time for it yet. You're not, I'm telling you, you have the new beginnings card coming up. It's about going into your shadow deeper. It's about understanding different parts of you. And it's about letting go of certain things that you have now and making room for different ones. It's already there, you mentioned. Well, there's another phase coming on in. There's another phase coming on in because what the cards are showing is it's not time for this shift and you're about to hit another one. So is it already there? Excuse me. I maybe I'm making sure I understand. And then thank you, Karen, for coming on by. When you say it's already there, are you saying you've already gotten the promotion that you didn't expect to get and you got the management role? Like where are you in it's already happened, if I can understand? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Got it. Okay. So got it. Got it. You're ready. Got it. So you're ready for the shift. Got it. And it's just the matter of you're about to jump. Okay. So I feel like it's going down the Alice in Wonderland, and maybe that's a reference that you think about sometimes, but it's going down the rabbit hole, next year, even further. It's about to get like a lot more wacky and uncomfortable, and we're talking about like spiritually. And so this is going to help crack you open, um, and what you have now is not what you're going to have in the future. You get to have a lot more. You have to learn to say no to people because you're going to get more people wanting you to say yes. So again, coming into your power, you're going to have to say no to more people, and then you're going to have to figure out what your yeses are. There will be a lot of disruption in order to manifest what you want. You're going to make a lot of people unhappy, but you're going to make yourself way more happier. No, please, it's enough. I don't need more. I'm sorry. No, but this is good. It's good for you. You don't, that's the whole point. You're not going to have more of what you don't want, and you're going to have more of what you want. But first, you have to completely change what's going on now. It's not done. I'm letting you know it's not done. It's going to continue. I've had disruption for way too long, and so this is about you not having disruption anymore. Like the disruption is the change. Okay, the disruption is the change. You're going to have more partnerships and alignments. You're going to have good people. A lot of this going forward is you're not going to have to continue to do this alone. Right now, there's a lot of alone stuff, a lot of responsibility. Like, it's not going to stay this way. Okay? So please speak up, tell people no, and understand that the journey is not over. More change is coming, but like it will get better. It doesn't feel like that right now. It will get better because it's not supposed to stay like this. Oh, I could do with peace. Yeah, this is about getting to your peace. I promise you. I promise you it's about, you're going to get it. It's going to be not like it is right now. You're going to get your peace. It's just you're not done yet. It's still disruption mode. So hang in there and say no to people more and more and get what you want because people want you to do more and more. That means what you do has value. So understand that about yourself. You get to actually have more choices. That's a good thing. You're going to have your peace. Keep going through the fire. You're going to have your peace. Yes, this is only a change phase. Absolutely. Okay. So you're still in it. Hang in there. It gets better. Okay. Maybe not next year. You're still in change phase, but it inherently has to get better even as you go forward. You've done so much. Okay, good. Thank you. We got the timelines figured out. Okay. Hi, Allison. Thank you for asking. Okay. I'm going to do a couple quick readings so I can get to a bunch of people here. So Allison, let me just pull free quickly. Hello, Allison. Okay. Allison, what's coming up for you is that there's a change of heart. You will have to really take a moment to step back and figure out what you want. You've already addressed some changes that you wanted to enact within your life. You'll continue to, a lot of people are going through changes. It's a mixture of difficult changes and really good, easy changes. But like for you, it seems like things are moving in order where you've already kind of wanted some of the things that are going to be enacting, and you're coming out of a place where, again, this is nice to see within people that you have to do things alone. So you're coming into a place of new beginnings with friendships, new beginnings with better partnerships, and coming into a place where you know what you want and you're enacting it. And you will have to be in a place of really revamping a lot of things. If, like, how can I put it? Like, sometimes we have to cut corners in other places to have abundance in where we want. And I feel like friendships and relationships, like Allison, like you're coming into a lot of richness with that. And you're going to change like your lifestyle in a way where you're cutting some like habits where you thought, like, well, I wouldn't want to cut this, I wouldn't want to cut that. But that's okay because you're going to have so much abundance in other areas. And then like things continue to move and even out. Things continue to move and even out. So that's what I see for you. There's a lot of heart healing, restoration, good friendships coming up, good connections coming up. That's nice to see. All right. So I'm going to go and Crystal, I'm going to pull a card for you. Hello, Don't Try. Welcome. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Geraldine. So, Crystal, this is the message that's coming in for you is about reconnecting to your intuition and trusting that you have the answers within you because it has felt like you've been disconnected and it feels like your life isn't going in a way where it continues to show you that things are making sense. Things are out of harmony and there's a lot of things changing around you where it's continuing to make you feel like this is not really going how I want it to go. But the message is self love and about understanding your connection to your divinity again. I feel like there's a connection to Egypt with you too, Crystal. So I don't know if like you like the pyramids, Egypt, but there's a message of Egypt jumping out. It's about doing the work again, like and connecting to your higher self, your former self, um, past life regression, meditation. You have to go on a journey again. And so right now, you feel like you don't have a good connection, you can change that. You can change that. So stand in your power and do some things to find your spirit and your soul. It's just a matter of showing up for yourself. It's not like you don't have it. You just have to knock on that door and answer your own door. So that's what I'm getting to for you. All right. Um, thank you, Allison. Thank you. Thank you for understanding. I'm gonna go. Where was she? I'm gonna go to Charlene. Hi, Jill. Hi, Geraldine. Hello, hello. Wow, a lot of people are getting like the acknowledgement for needing to take time for themselves for a moment to gather their strengths and to gather their focus. So that's coming in really strongly on your mission. It's like to being scattered, Charlene, you need to sit within the power, within nature, and within your soul extra. You already do that now, I'm sure, but you need to do it extra. There's also acknowledgement to drawing energy from the stars and being connected to the star people. Isn't that interesting? Um, there's an acknowledgement from other beings, like coming into your readings or meditations and starting to help. And they want to lend their consciousness to yours. There is an enlightenment and shift that they want to acknowledge. And in order to work with them, again, yeah, you need to sit within the power and be attuned to their frequency. It will help you continue to move mountains, and you will feel sometimes like you are alone in the desert, but you are moving mountains and you are not alone. And this is a pillar of discipline that they want you to explore. Okay, so there's a new energy coming in from star beings, from otherworldly beings, from your guides. Very, very interesting. That will give you a lot of power, more so than what is kind of going on around you right now. If you can understand, there are some people within your family or close to you who are actually like jealous or don't like the things that you do, and really they want to do the things that you do, because you put so much passion and presence into who you are. And sometimes people don't understand it and they act like they don't like it, but really they're like jealous. Isn't that interesting? So that comes into play. Don't really worry about that. Worry about the star beams, worry about going forward. That energy is much more beautiful and much more ascending. And then, too, as well, things are getting easier with finances, and lean into your spirituality, and that will continue to make sense. Okay. So, the finances will continue to get better going forward. I like that. A lot of finances that are coming up with people today, too, as well. The most important thing is to align yourself with spirit, with spiritual energies, because that is your powerhouse, your strength, and as well take care of your body. Okay, they're letting me know, like sleep or other things to take care of your body, that's not there, and it's leading to, again, the scatteredness. It's leading to the disarrayness. Really, really look after yourself. Sleep is very, very, very important. If you can, try to turn off the lights at night if you can. Instead of technology, use some candles. Be careful with candles, but really turn off the stimulus, because you're a highly sensitive person. Okay, and that is what I am getting of what to lean into and balance your body and what is going on. And so you're understanding this. Awesome. You're understanding the financial prosperity. Awesome. And you're getting jealousy. I'm sorry to hear that. It's definitely, don't pay attention to it. Pay attention to all the things that I said. You're riding forward. Do not let the distractions mess with you at all, please. Do not let it mess with you. Connect to spirit, connect to others, connect to that new energy coming on in. Cool. All right. So I'm going to do one more quick one. Heidi, I would do you. Are you leaving? Maybe she's already left. Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate it. I don't know. I don't think Heidi's here anymore. I'm going to pull for Geraldine. Okay. So Geraldine, what's coming forth with you is like a acknowledgement of you need to plan, you need to take things slower. You need to definitely feel into things, understand things, be more detailed. Because there's a lot of cards coming up where the patience is needed, and the order of things coming up are not in greatest prosperity to how you want things to be going for you. It's like you're a person that just kind of shoots from the hip and does stuff, and it's just like, whoa, slow down. If you want things to be less dramatic in life, slow down. Okay, you're a very passionate person. That's amazing. Tie that to patience and planning, and tie that to abundance. Like, curious to yourself. Go slow. Be in touch with how you feel, even if you feel antsy. Rest, rejuvenate your body. Okay. Lean onto a trusted loved one who is warm, and gives you warmth and gives you comfort and relaxes your nervous system. You're like, yes, I can relate to this. I got no patience. Every single card that I pull for you acknowledges this. So it's like really intense. Okay. So I want you to find people that soothe your nervous system, trusted people that you love, that are warm. Um, Slow things down. You might have to retrain how you do things, but like the no patience isn't getting you what you want. It's creating drama, it's creating circumstances that you don't want. It's like making you even do things that you feel like aren't yourself, if that makes sense. And one more, thank you for understanding. And that can be really disheartening when we feel like we're not doing things that we would even want to do or that are not even us. It's very confusing, okay? It's very disorientating. So, the number one thing is slow down, be around people who can relax your nervous system and get you back in touch with the rhythm of life. And that will restore and that will bring reverence and comfort back into your life and happiness back into your life in some of the places where it's in disarray. So, patience, planning, coming back into your truth. All right. Yes. Thank you for understanding, Geraldine. Okay. So, everybody, I'm going to pull one card for Sarah Jane, and then I'm going to close the energy. Thank you for being here with me. Oh, I love this. You got the Love Begins card. So, this is coming back into self love. This is about loving relationships around you. This is about tending to your own garden, tending to other people's gardens. And this is about even healing things from the past. This is about coming into joy, coming into more feeling, um, digging into your shadow, coming into a new place within life. And if it's not everything that we hope and dream, it's about changing the energy and acknowledging our fear straight, looking back at us and breaking free and seeing the light and having more power, having more options of how we move forward. So that is coming in for you. Sarah, if you can understand, um, coming back into power, coming back into appreciation and enthusiasm of life. There's a lot of healing, and I feel like there's an acknowledgement of healing coming in from other departments too, of getting looked. Wow, I can't speak very clearly today. Getting to look at the area of emotion, getting to look at the area of relationships, getting to look at the area of um, fear and connection. So they're big themes, and there's a lot of healing and allowing yourself to go back to those places. Okay. That is a pretty big deal year you have coming up. I'm going to give that to you, Sarah. I'm going to give you lots of love. And thank you everybody for, and I'm going to give, I'm going to give Evelyn a card too. Oh, Evelyn got the Love Begins card too. You can't make this stuff up. I put it back into the deck. Isn't that interesting? There seems to be a theme. A lot of people are returning back to a place of love, of self, and finding others to help open up that pathway for them. So, Evelyn, you got the Love Begins card, um, healing, restoration, and I think even meeting other people too, as well, slowly but surely. That is a door that you'll continue to open successfully when you're ready to. I do feel like I get an acknowledgement from one of your cats, and it's just like, this sounds funny, Evelyn. This is a message for you, but like, treat how you meet others like you treat the experience of bonding with your cats. You'll know when you meet a good one. You'll know when you feel kindness and excitement within your heart. Trust that. The cat has to trust you, so please trust another human as well. And I send you love and light with that. And I feel like sacred geometry is going to come into your life more, Evelyn, as well. Patterns of sacred geometry. whether you want things to wear things with things on them or buy things with things on them, or they start popping up. Geometric patterns, symbology, like Megatron's cube, um, Merkabah's, sacred geometry, very, very interesting formations. Um, I feel like you're going to understand the energy of that. And that's another thing that will unfold it within your spiritual journey. Sacred spirituality through shapes, patterns, and places. There's something to do with amplifying your space too as well. So I'm going to give you that. The color blue comes in really, really strong for you. And also learning about tinctures or smoothies or I'm going to say tinctures, smoothies, learning about more remedies for your body. You'll learn about that next year too. So that comes in huge thumbs up. The color blue comes in multiple shades for you. Maybe buying more new clothes, buying blue crystals, but the color blue, like a light blue, like aqua blue, comes in for you really, really strong, or like a bright, shocking blue. A bright, shocking aqua blue, but different shades of the aqua too as well. Interesting. Not all bright, but interesting. Just got to say it. So lots of love to you, Evelyn. And you're saying, oh, great advice. Been looking for more geometric patterns. Cool. Thank you for understanding. Easier to trust cats than people. But yes, you can learn a thing or two for putting that perspective on life back onto people, though. And then you're saying, yes, blue, yes, tinctures and smoothies. Wowza. Okay, cool. So that's good stuff. There's a lot of good stuff coming in. And you get to have good stuff in some of the other areas that you wish there were good. You get to continue to alchemize the other areas. Okay, so they're saying good areas there. Spirit is coming in. I just feel like there's a bigger energy for you coming in with a message of they want you to have more good things with people. You're a bright, shining, loving person. They are trying to actually manifest more friendships because people hold energy just like, you are cultivating energy. Find someone who's full of geometric patterns, blue, tincture like, and the energy and love similar that to a cat. They're out there, okay? But that's a message that comes on in. All right? All right. Yes, you deserve good stuffies. Yes, you do. Absolutely. I'm glad you understand. And it's so, so true. I give you so, and I want to say thank you, everyone, for coming with me today. I was rather tired today, so thank you, everybody, for working with me. Hopefully, I can get some good sleep tonight and feel even brighter tomorrow. But thank you, everybody, for being here. And I will see you next week. And Michael Christopher will be on very shortly as well with Jennifer Lee. Okay. They're going to be on in just an hour's time, and they're going to be doing more messages, and they are the mediums in the house today. So if you're looking for mediumship and connecting to a loved one, that's what they do. That's their specialty. They're going to be up in just an hour. Okay. So take care, everybody, and we will see you very soon. Bye. Thank you, Jennifer. Love to Jennifer. Love to Jennifer Rose is in the house. I guess with that said, go with luck, lights, and love. And don't forget to live, everybody. Take care. Bye.